Hello, 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 everybody. What's up? Welcome back to the stream. EP Live. That's me. I am EP. It's going to be fun. I have some things we're going to look at and I'm going to react to that I haven't quite seen yet. I'm looking forward to it. I'm pulling up exactly what all we're going to be doing right now, actually. This is my sparkling water, by the way. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let me know, by the way, if there is anything in specific you would like to see me checking out. Some of these are going to be reused for clips on my second channel. Michael, welcome to the stream. Morning, brother. I'm lining up the things I'm going to react to. One of which is going to be, for those watching, the fan film, the first episode of the Star Wars Heir to the Empire fan film. We're going to be taking a look at that. Man, there's multiple people doing Heir to the Empire fan films. All of these are AI though. These aren't handmade like this one is. Oh damn, does he use copyrighted music? Fuck, I'm gonna get copyright striked on, well, copyright claimed on this one then. Are we back? Oh, Monkey Man, you know we're back. You know we are back. We are back. Post a recommendation of something you want to see me react to or watch. Halo, or do I need to leave already? No gaming tonight. Just chatting, reacting, talking. Getting clip content for the second channel. Let's see. Pull up IGN and see what's going on over there. We just had some releases get revealed a couple of days ago. Let's just pull up some of these trailers and line them up. Just gonna pull up some trailers and we're gonna line them up, including this looks cool, Legacy of Valor. Oh, that's a Kickstarter trailer. Interesting. We'll watch it. We'll see. What else? Man, IGN posts a lot of movie trailers. We'll look at the Painkiller official Blood Pact trailer. I haven't watched that. I think I saw a clip of a bit of it on Twitter. What else? Heroes of Might and Magic. I forgot about that game series for a minute. We won't bother with that. Looks like we're mostly caught up. Oh, Halo Infinite's doing a Halloween. Hey Sam, if you're still here, we should play Halo Infinite Halloween Operation Halloween or whatever this is. They're doing a World of Tanks collaboration with The Walking Dead. That's crazy. Fallon, what's up? Welcome to the stream, brother. Thoughts on the Half-Life 3 leaks? It's still real to me, damn it. Half-Life 3, okay, that's something to look up. Hold on. I'm gonna go look at that real quick, see what you're talking about. We are so back, Fallon. We never left, brother. Okay, I'm getting some AI, Google AI response. Just finished Doom Eternal a few minutes ago. What's up, Hammond? Welcome to the stream. Finished Doom Eternal for the first time, or have you played it before? Because if so, I'm gonna need to know that to know what to ask you next. Ghost Fixer, what's up? What's up, man? News. Half-Life 3 development progressing. Okay, none of this is recent. Oh, here we go. Here's something from August. Is this a Wild Goose Chase? It is always a Wild Goose Chase. For the first time, Hammond. Okay, cool. What did you think of it, man? That is my That's my second favorite Doom game of all time. 2016 obviously being my number one favorite. Yeah, what did you think of Doom Eternal, man? Okay, so this is just a bunch of leaks regarding the Source 2 engine and Half-Life 3, and it's been so long, man. I don't even... There can be no Half-Life 3. Even if a real Half-Life 3 does get announced and released, can there really be a Half-Life 3? No matter what they do, it's not going to be the game that we have all been wanting, right? That time is kind of past. Like, if there was going to be a Half-Life 3 that at least had a chance of fulfilling our expectations, it would need to have released, like, almost a decade ago. Like, I think after the PS4 released, it was over. When was that? 2013? 2013? I think in 2013 when the PS4 released, a threshold was crossed wherein a Half-Life 3 release, any Half-Life 3 release after that is going to be a different game than what it was that we were wanting. So if we do get some kind of Half-Life 3, which I doubt, it's just not going to be a true Half-Life 3. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, how much time was there between Half-Life 1 and 2? It was only like, 7 years? Whereas Half-Life 2, between Half-Life 2 and 3 is so much more. You liked it a lot. Some of those levels are fantastic. The Necrovol levels are unparalleled. 2016 a lot, and like Eternal a lot too. The fights are very fun once you get the hang of it. Yeah, I think Doom 2016 is my favorite game, but I typically tell people that I think Eternal might be the best Doom game. What Half-Life 3 was, yeah, it was. Mark Laidlaw changed all the character names and released his outline for the Half-Life 3 story. That was a while ago, man. That was like, what, 2018? Maybe sooner. Yeah, when Mark Laidlaw left, Mark Laidlaw was the writer for Half-Life 2. When he left Valve, he leaked his screenplay outline for Half-Life 3. You never know. There are talks of Night Dive reviving Prey 2. Valve will likely do... Dude, okay, now Prey 2, that one is one with still has so much potential. Because if they just do the game that was being made, it's not really... It wasn't really Prey 2. It was its own thing. And so there's not really any expectations of it beyond open world parkour bounty hunter game. So if Night Dive really does bring that game back, I'm all for that. 2018, yeah, that's what I think it was. What about Half-Life 2 Episode 3? Same thing. All right, guys, I've got a lineup of videos that I'm gonna watch and react to. Make sure to drop what you think you would want to watch in the comments and let me know if you want to see me react to something specific. We're gonna react to some game trailers. And I want to watch the first episode of that Star Wars Heir to the Empire fan project and just watch it in real time. I know it's going to copyright claim my channel when I do it. I'm just going to have to get over it. Still annoys me that we never got that Prey 2. Ghost, did you see the leaks? It just happened like last month. The Prey 2, react to the Prey 2 trailer? That's a good idea. I will do that. Let's react to the Prey 2 gameplay leaks instead. Trying to decide which version of the Hollow Knight's mask to 3D print for your son. That's going to be a big project. Ooh, that sounds cool, man. If you have Twitter, post that stuff. Okay, here's 13 minutes of the Prey 2 stuff. Damn, there's a lot of leaked Prey 2 stuff. It looked so good, dude. Damn, there's a lot of leaks. Is this all of it in one video, or? Because this guy posted it in, like, segments. Damn. We'll watch this, and then we'll peek around the other ones and just see. Thoughts on a variety of Fallout IP projects in development, possible spinoff? Great question, Jack. I think that the Fallout IP has diverged so much from the iteration of its existence that I was interested in that I've kind of like opted out. I liked. I think Fallout New Vegas is where the series really like peaked. It reached its peak. Are you bald? Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing. Why do you think I'm wearing a hat all the time? I look better with a hat. I'll take it off if you guys want, but I look better with it on. I think the version of Fallout that had that edgy, kind of more nuanced writing like Fallout New Vegas had was probably the better way to go. And I think Fallout 4, mostly because Bethesda did not have the kind of writing talent that Obsidian had, but it was kind of the beginning of the end. I played a lot of Fallout 3, which was Bethesda, and I played a lot of Fallout 4. And I played a lot of Fallout New Vegas, but of the three, I played the least amount of Fallout 4. I just could not get myself into it as much. Prey, the game on the space station? No, we're talking about the original Prey 2 that was canceled back in like 2012. You still have the... What was my first movie in theaters? Dude, I wouldn't know that. Probably The Phantom Menace, honestly. I don't remember it, but I would have only been like 4. He just buzz cuts his hair all the time. I mean, same difference. My hairline is not great anyway. Never actually played a Fallout game. Yeah, I'll show you guys. You guys see why I shave it, right? Still have your... did I know that the Blood Rain games got remastered? I did know that the Blood Rain games got remastered. Was that Aspire that did that? Let's have a look. Yeah, revamp. Let's see. Damn, John, 1977. You coming in here to body shame a brother? What's up? Yeah, was it Aspire that did the remaster, or was it someone else? For some reason, I felt like it was Aspire. Have I heard of Freaky Flyers, Ren and Stimpy style air racing? No, I haven't heard of that. Sounds interesting. Okay, I'm not seeing who actually remastered the Blood Rain games, but I thought it was... Okay, I'm not... Oh, it was Ziggurat Interactive. That's what it was, right, because they also... they talked about doing something with Advent Rising. That's why I knew that, because Advent Rising. Interesting. Okay, well, I hope they do something with Advent Rising. I would love to see Advent Rising get a proper remake. That would be great. We have 20 days to get it done for Halloween. P.S. Hi, Evan. Mrs. Michael. Oh, hello, Mrs. Michael. Good to see you. I hear a lot about you on stream if you're still watching, and it's all good things. Not there is a Viva Pinata anime. I did know that for some reason. I don't know why I know it or where I learned it, but I did know that. Favorite game of all time? Dude, that's not a question that can easily be answered, brother. I don't know, man. I would have to really... It might be Knights of the Old Republic 1 or 2. Like, you have to really think about something like that. I think Knights of the Old Republic 2 is definitely in my my top 10. It would be easier for me to list out my top 10 video games of all time. Which I should probably do. I should do like a tier list video for members only of my top 10 favorite games or something. Sounds like it'd be fun. Okay, I'm still setting up stuff to watch and react to. We got the Prey 2 leaks. We might save that. We'll wait till about 7 o'clock, and then we'll go in and we'll do some... 7 o'clock my time. For those watching, it's 6:47. She got called away by a demanding team a couple of minutes before you responded, but I'll play it back for her. Yeah, let her know. Standing up for you, brother. Although it's true, you have only said positive things, which is good. Don't ever speak negatively of a spouse. Top 10 then. It's a good question. Let me block something out. Let me pull up a notepad here and we'll block it out. There is a Nightmare Before Christmas video game inspired by Devil May Cry. Again, I feel like I did know that, but I wouldn't know where to tell you that I learned that from. Okay, so let's block out my top 10 favorite video games. Okay, we know Knights of the Old Republic 2. Click 2. Seen a couple of interesting things recently, but they might be a bit niche for your audience. Hey, man, just go ahead and suggest it anyway. This is just kind of my Friday streams are very relaxed. They're very laid back. We're not playing a game. I just go live, see who wants to come in, hang out, and I'm going to watch and react stuff. So as long as it's like video game related or video game adjacent, it's related. So we know Knights of the Old Republic 2. I feel like Halo 2's got to go on there, obviously. I feel like I made a top 10 list a long time ago and sent it to a friend of mine. Let me go see if I can pull that up. We know, obviously, we got to put Love Your Quake expansion pack and Dragon Ball Z videos. Dude, thank you, McCawk. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that for sure. I got the Dragon Ball videos are on ice right now. I got more Quake stuff coming. I got more Quake related stuff coming too. I'm working on a video that I would say is very Quake adjacent, but it's not Quake. So you're going to love that. The Dragon Ball video, you're going to have to just give me a while for that. I actually got to the point where I was feeling like sick playing a Dragon Ball game. I needed a break. So we're on hiatus from Dragon Ball for a minute. Most recently, the In Black Hardcore Space Combat Sim looks interesting. Okay, we'll definitely react to that. Hang on. That's good. In the Black. We'll do a reaction to that. That sounds cool. And you know me, dude. I'm a sucker for sci-fi. That's like some guy describing it. Do we have a trailer for it or In the Black? New Vegas is in my top 10 or Metal Gear Solid 2? No, neither of them would be in my... Metal Gear Solid 3 would be in my top 10. Okay, there's a teaser from 6 years ago. How is that still upcoming? Alright, we'll look at it in a minute. Rage quit Jack 2 more times than any game, still beat it though. I don't think I rage quit Jack 2. Probably got close though. Am I playing Dusk? No, but that's a great theory. That's a great suggestion, but no, it's not Dusk. I do love Dusk though. I think that's a really stellar game. But speaking of, let's go ahead and throw Snake Eater on that list. So we have 3 for my top 10. Realistic Newtonian physics flight model. They're approaching release. Okay, cool. How are they approaching release, but they don't have a full trailer? I don't see a single trailer in here. I see a trailer from 6 years ago. Let me see if they have anything more recent. New Vegas is your number 1. I think that's a great pick. Here's your list of top 10 games. Half-Life 2. What more do you need? All right, what else? Is that from... What's up? Hold up, guys. We got McHawk sending... You want me to just say the joke? I'll say the joke. My cock. You want me to say the joke? Sending 10 gifted memberships. That is incredibly generous. Thank you, sir, for the gifted memberships. Awesome. And we got some regular... Fallon, you got a membership, brother. That's awesome. You're going to be able to tune in for the... I got a members-only channel update video coming out pretty soon. Eric, another channel regular, got a gifted membership. Hell yeah. Jedi Gamer also is a regular. That's awesome. Shout out, brother. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. We're about to start reacting to stuff in about 8 minutes. We're getting mad notifications. Fallon is now an official member of the channel. We'll just react to some gameplay of it, I guess. Hey. Alright, so what else do we have? I got KOTOR 2, Halo 2, Snake Eater. I probably would try to keep it to 1 game per series. Halo 2 is your number 2. That's a great pick, by the way. Halo 2 is a great pick for number 2 spot. What else? I feel like I have to say Mass Effect too as well. That's one of my favorite games of all time as well. Would I put Quake in there? Probably not. Doom 2016. I'll put it in there, but it might be subject to removal if I come up with a game that deserves the spot even more. My guess is that you're reviewing Turok. Great guess. But no, I'm not reviewing Turok. That is a good guess, though. No, it's more Quake adjacent than that. Hang on, I gotta go to my own channel and look through my videos and see if I can pick out what my top 10s are. I don't know if I'd put Uncharted 3 on there. It might be on there. I don't want to put more than one Star Wars game, so KOTOR 2 might just have to be it. Damn. It's hard, man. It's hard thinking. The Darkness, that's a great suggestion. Approaching early access, not released, you're bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, The Darkness, I don't know if it's up there either. It could be. Unreal Tournament is your final guess. Also a great guess. But no, it's not Unreal Tournament. But a great guess. I'll put The Darkness on the list. But then I come to the difficult choice between, like, I would have to choose between The Darkness or Escape from Butcher Bay, I feel like. Doom 64 is underrated. Beat it back in the day on a CRTV. For those dark it was, you know it's a pain. Dang. I thought Doom 64 was pretty good. I didn't beat it. I just played... I played it when it came out with Doom Eternal. I think I probably played it for a couple of hours, and then I played Doom Eternal, and I just never went back to 64 since. Got to keep the list balanced. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So you have to be choosy. You want to make sure that your list is adequately... Oh, Resident Evil 4, obviously. Resident Evil 4 is on there. Easily one of my favorite video games of all time, Resident Evil 4. What did I think of Dying Light? I was a big fan of Dying Light 1. I actually liked Dying Light 2 a lot as well. I know people didn't like that one as much. But I was a fan of Dying Light, and I ended up really liking Dying Light 2 as well. I think I probably played through Dying Light 1 a couple of times. I didn't finish Dying Light 2. I got to the very, very end of it. I was on the last boss battle, and I, like, died or something, and I said, okay, I'll come back to this later, and I just didn't. I didn't ever end up going back to it. It was interesting, though. Great games. Great games. Zombie parkour survival games. I haven't played The Beast yet, but I have heard really good things about it. What else? I feel like Dead Space 2's got to go on there. I know it's similar to Resident Evil 4, but I love them both so much. Undertale? I've never even played Undertale, man. I don't know anything about it. Favorite game genre? Probably action horror. Action horror seems... Whatever you would put... Whatever genre... Like third-person action with a horror... Like horror slant to it. I like very intense, high-octane action shooters that have... I like them to be horror not because I like the horror aspect, but because I feel like the horror aspect allows them to go grittier and show gore and stuff, and it really feels more intense. Parasite Eve is an underrated RPG. I never played Parasite Eve. Again, it's one of those games I've heard a billion fantastic things. Got any JRPGs on that list? I haven't really played any JRPGs. The closest thing to a JRPG I've actually ever played is Final Fantasy 15, which is also the only Final Fantasy game I've ever completed. But I do like Final Fantasy 15, and I think I played through like the first quarter or so of Final Fantasy 7, and I thought that was pretty cool. Trying to think if there's any other games that I'm missing. Again, this isn't even the final list, so I'm just kind of spitballing here. So far, we've got Knights of the Old Republic 2, Halo 2, Snake Eater, Mass Effect 2, Doom 2016, The Darkness, Resident Evil 4, and Dead Space 2. But I know that some of those are going to get removed. That's 8. That's 8 out of 10. Probably like Chrono Trigger. I've heard that I would like Chrono Trigger. I've never played it, but I've heard that I would like it. I know there's more, but I genuinely... I can't think of them. Let me pull up my Steam library. Ignore that. Let me pull up my Steam library and see what we got. See if any of my favorites might be on there. I'd probably have to pull up my Xbox account and just look through all the games I've ever played. And that's where I would find them. Because most of my favorite games were like PS2 360 era. Let's see. And there's a lot of games that I just really like, but they probably wouldn't make my... Like, I love the Batman Arkham games, but I don't think any of those 3 games would actually make it onto my top 10 list. Condemned 2 Bloodshot probably would. I know that's probably an unpopular choice. But Condemned 2 actually is one of my favorite games of all time. I have played through that game... probably a dozen or so times. I played through that game many, many times, and it actually is one of my favorite games of all time. So Condemned 2 is probably got to go on the list. Probably not Dead Rising 2, but it is up there. Let's throw Deus Ex Human Revolution. Let's throw Deus Ex Human Revolution on there. Akira Toriyama art style, about 30-ish hours, not super long compared to other JRPGs. The fact that you say 30 hours-ish is not super long compared to other JRPGs is one of the biggest reasons why I haven't played more JRPGs. But yeah, I knew Akira Toriyama did... I knew it was like his art style. And didn't he do, what was it, Dragon Quest? Didn't he do a lot of Dragon Quest stuff as well? Probably about time to start I feel like Fear needs to go on there. You see, this is where we're running into issues because the list is already maxed out, and I'm still looking at stuff being like, okay, does one of these needs to go? Does one of these needs to... You know what I'm saying? Because, like, Outlast 2 is another one of my favorites. All right, let's start reacting to stuff. It's 7 o'clock now. We'll start reacting to stuff, and we'll come back to the list later, maybe. The first thing I wanted to react to is Agent 64 Spies Never Die. It's a trailer for an indie game inspired by GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, the old classic spy games. So this is pretty cool. This trailer's 2 weeks old, I think. Let's take a look at it. Okay, here we go. You see, already the art style is on point. And we have like a... Is that too loud? Let me know, guys. I'll turn it down a little bit. Already the music sounds exactly like something you hear in GoldenEye. It kind of also sounds like the Tomorrow Never Dies game, even though it clearly plays more like GoldenEye. I'm surprised they can use that melody, because that's obviously the 007 melody, right? I'm sure that they double-checked everything, but that is shockingly close. Okay, so that's one of the games that I'm particularly excited for. Is you know, being a fan of literally Perfect Dark pistol. It's very similar, but it's actually not the exact same pistol. But obviously, if you like Perfect Dark, which I did, if you like GoldenEye, which I do, this is a game for people like us. And clearly, I mean, look at this. If there's going to be an online mode for this, those controls are fun, aren't they? No, if you're going to play GoldenEye on an emulator, you got to do the 1994 emulator. Or it might be 1964. You got to do the emulator that lets you play with mouse and keyboard. That's the only way to play it. You see, I see that it's split screen. But if this game really wants to explode, online co-op. You know, other game modes. I love the inclusion of split screen. Solo play or against bots. Gotta have bots. And it... When is this coming out? They'll probably show us a release date near the end, but it looks close to completion. I feel like I'm going to have to live stream this too. There it is. There it is. You see, this is going to be the thing to be streaming right here. What's up, Dizzy? Welcome. Welcome to the stream, man. Online challenges, even better. That literally looks like a gun from Perfect Dark. Okay, online co-op. You see, I spoke too soon. Metal Gear games because they're mostly just a movie. What is your hot take? I will answer that after the reaction. High challenge level. I see how they were shooting an N64, and that's pretty good. Online playtest on Steam. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so what did you guys think about that trailer? I know that I just did the GoldenEye video recently, and I was playing the GoldenEye the GoldenEye ROM hack for the Goldfinger like total conversion mod, so that was fun. My hot take is that the Metal Gear games are some of the best video games of all time. Yes, there's a lot of cutscenes, but the games that are played between those cutscenes are some of the greatest games ever made. I am a huge Metal Gear advocate. So, I mean, Snake Eater is one of my favorite games of all time. It was one of the first ones I cited on that list. And then I obviously also love Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 4, and Metal Gear Solid 5. Also Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. B-Man.
What's up, Evan? Nice review of the Phantom Menace book. So happy I became a patron.
B-Man, thank you for the $4.99, brother. That is very helpful. I much appreciate you. I'm glad you enjoyed the Phantom Menace book review. So I think I told you this already on a stream previously, but I was very tired when I recorded that. So look forward to my future book reviews being probably better quality, more coherent. I am, I believe, 5 chapters in right now. Like, I'm starting chapter 5 for Star Wars Rogue Planet. So I've been going through... I started chapter 5 today for Star Wars Rogue Planet, which, for those of you who don't know, is the next in chronological order after the Phantom Menace in the Expanded Universe Legends timeline. So in the Legends timeline, it's the Phantom Menace, and then chronologically, the next major story is Rogue Planet, which is a novel that released shortly after the Phantom Menace did. So I should... I've probably... That book review is probably going to be in a month, sometime in November, I imagine, because I got to get through these books. But look forward to that. I'm loving it so far. 5 chapters in, loving it. And then, of course, after Rogue Planet, we'll be moving on to the next book in chronological order and just working our way through. And again, thank you for the $4.99, brother. Much appreciated. Trying to get family stuff done while participating. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Metal Gear Solid franchise gives you a shove to think about the games. Well, that's because that's how good they are. They're great. Downloaded Spec Ops The Line for a future run yesterday. Nothing wrong with cinematic storytelling in an action game. Very true. I don't know if I've actually played that game before. I feel like I rented it once but didn't beat it. But once you've seen a video essay or two break the game down and the spoiler is all ruined for you, there's basically no reason to play it beyond just enjoying an intense third-person shooter. You love the Jedi Quest books in between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. I feel like I'm going to have to do those, you know? I review them, I mean. Like, I feel like I'm going to have to go through the mainline ones and the Jedi Quest books, and eventually, if we get there, I'm going to have to probably go through the Young Jedi Knight books, which are some of my favorites of all time. I grew up reading those, so it's just fun. My Star Wars, I mean, my channel is going to be like Star Wars adjacent for so long. It's not like Dragon Ball Z where I got, like, fatigued by it. I seem to be able to just consume when it comes to Star Wars Legends content. Thankfully, you know, like even when I was making that most recent video essay, I was like, this is fun. It's just because I love Star Wars. Okay, let's This one was requested. I don't know if Fallon is still in the chat, but this one was requested by a friend of mine named... He also does YouTube streaming, Long William Johnson. I think it's LWJ Adventures now. He wanted me to watch this, so we're going to watch it. I know he loves these games, the Broken Sword games. This is the remastered trailer, I believe. This trailer makes it look way more exciting than what I was seeing when he was playing it. There it is. Oh, there's more. Oh, that's nothing. Okay. Well, I watched it. Take your time and enjoy the book. So many hidden gems in the book. Absolutely, man. Yeah, we're having a good time with that. More to come. Was the Force Unleashed games canon when they came out? Yes and no. I think George Lucas was involved in their creation, at least to a degree, so their canonicity was pretty universally accepted, but they are on the more extreme end of believability, I would say. Let's check out one of those game series I always want to play and then lose interest in once you start playing. The Broken Sword games? Yeah, that's not the kind of adventure games I'm really into. Let's check out Broken Sword, yeah. I can't find an actual trailer for In the Black. Let's just find the developer channel and just watch their most recent video and just get the most recent decently linked video, and we'll watch that. Damn, they have no middle of the road options. It's all either 30 seconds or 20 minutes. This looks good. We'll watch this. Like Gabriel Knight. Oh yeah, that makes sense. What do you think of the new Halo game? Is going to be a remake? Or is it going to be another thing, restart like Infinite? It's going to be a remake that also restarts the universe and changes a bunch of canonicity and lore and retcons a bunch of stuff, is what it's going to be. I don't know that for sure, but that's my speculation. It's my hot take. Let's do this. All right, here we go. So this looks a lot like Elite Dangerous. Now, Michael, I believe you suggested checking this one out. What can you type in the chat what the difference between this and something like Elite Dangerous is? It looks cool. Red Leader standing by. Remakes are doing so good because the new games are back. A lot of new games are pretty rough. I actually told my girlfriend the other night that if I was like, 10 to 13 or whatever age I was when I was like the most invested in video games, if I was that same age that I was then, that looks really good, by the way. I mean, I'm a sucker for sci-fi space games. So one of the devs worked on X-Wing. Okay, I'm immediately more interested now. But I told her if I was the same age that I was the most interested in video games when I was young, in this exact era of video games, I probably would not be interested in video games. I would probably just end up becoming like a sports guy or something, because I would play a lot of these games and I'd be like, wow, this doesn't appeal to me at all, and then I wouldn't have ended up being interested in video games. So Tony in physics, so not World War II biplanes in space. Momentum counts. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So Elite Dangerous didn't have. I thought Elite Dangerous did like more Newtonian physics. Okay, let's watch this. I don't know what this is. I don't know anything about it, but it looked cool. It's on IGN. It released 4 hours ago. So let's just. So okay, so that's just an announcement for the Kickstarter. All right. Well, we checked it out. Let's look at the official Blood Pact trailer for Painkiller. I did, for those old heads might remember, that I did stream a good chunk of the original Painkiller a few months ago. And I mean, 3D Realms and Saber Interactive working on a game is pretty cool. Is this remake out already?
Friends. So try your coordination against
Sliding physics. It looks very much in the vein of, like, it's funny that you could call this a Doom clone, referencing, like, the Doom 2016 Doom Eternal movement. So it's like Doom clone, like a V2. Doom clone V2.
Do you think you can survive purgatory? Painkiller unleashes 21st of October.
Okay. Cool. It does look cool. I did like the original Painkiller quite a bit. High barrier to entry, but fun once you have the reflex. Elite Dangerous does, but it has a bunch of gamified elements. Oh, okay. So it's hardcore flight sim. I see. One of those games you kept seeing but never actually played. It's very arcadey. Very arcadey. I kind of fell out of it after a minute. Let's watch the Prey 2 leaks, because we talked about Prey 2 for a while. I was really, really excited for Prey 2 whenever it was getting, like, talked about and it was announced and they were talking about what they were going to make it. And then when it got canceled, I was devastated and didn't never recover. And I saw these leaks on Twitter, and I was like, okay, so that was going to be one of the best things ever made. And now a bunch of additional stuff has been leaked. Here's a 13-minute video on the Faust YouTube channel. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to see if this is all of it, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so I actually remember seeing this. So for those who don't know, Prey 2 was obviously going to be a sequel to the 2000... That's him doing that, not me. To the 2000... What was it? 2006? Was it 2006? Prey for the Xbox 360. But Prey 2 was going to do its own thing. It was going to give you a different main character. It was going to be set on, like, an alien world in the future after your character, a U.S. Marshal, had been abducted and he became a bounty hunter, and you would be, like, free roaming, doing parkour and stuff across a hostile... Not a hostile, but across a mysterious alien world. So it looked interesting. So this obviously is from, like, the first mission. The fact that this got canceled makes me sick. Whatever executive looked at this footage and said, nah, let's just cancel this. I'd like to have words with you. The OG Prey is amazing, and I was so excited for Prey 2, as was I. I liked the first Prey okay, but the concept of Prey 2 was so enticing. Science fiction, action, bounty hunters game with parkour, open world mechanics. It was like edgy Mirror's Edge. Okay, so we've got this definitely has that, like, 2009, 2010 kind of graphical art style. And seeing Painkiller reminded you of Black. Shame that never really got followed up due to disagreements with the EA, and the spiritual successor body count was mid. So funny thing, I've only played body count. I've never played Black before. So that's always been a game in the back of my mind. It's like, I could do a video on those two games. Bethesda, was it Bethesda who canceled this? I don't actually know, because I don't remember if this got canceled before or after Bethesda bought the studio. Whoever cut this game should be jailed. I agree, or at least have some kind of punishment. They should be forced to have all their assets seized, sold, and then used to greenlight the original team finishing this game is what should happen. So part of the problem is that back in 2009 or whenever this was being developed, what you're seeing here, this gameplay looked like every other game on the market. And we did not know how good we had it. That's what I'll say. Like, back then, we would see footage of a game like this and be like, oh, this is like more the same. A game that looks like this comes out every year. You know, show me something different, unique. But the problem is, we weren't gonna get games that look like this anymore. This was it. In Bethesda defense, they probably figured Prey 2 wouldn't make all of the money trademark. Yeah, true. Good point. Bethesda, they had like time management issues or something. Yeah, as many studios do, because game development is incredibly hard, unpredictable, and it's a very tumultuous environment. You have to be able to handle studios that have timeline issues. Bro, this looks so good. Oh, we got some hip firing. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this was from the like opening level of the game, because I read about this in an issue of Game Informer I had when I was a kid, because I was subscribed to Game Informer for like 3 years. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so here's some of the parkour gameplay after you've already been abducted and there's been a time lapse and you've gotten used to living on the alien world or whatever. And now you're a bounty hunter or whatever it was. But I remember reading that the game opened with you being abducted, so. Okay, we have aliens reacting to you aiming at them. Oh, look at that. This was going to be open world, by the way. So think like first-person bounty hunter set on Coruscant, but as an original IP. Look at this. You can scan people looking for your bounty. Capture or kill. Okay, so there's a bounty right there. Oh my gosh, dude.
We've got a runner.
Okay, so here, I think they're going to try to show off their parkour here.
This is some kind of mistake. You've got the wrong guy.
Oh, wow. Took him in dead. Damn. It looks...
Partner, we're paid up.
It looks so good.
Wire's humming. See anything you like?
Okay, and okay, this is like an upgrade thing. They canceled this, by the way. Bethesda looked at this and said, "Nah."
Fat target the regime wants alive. Big payout. Damn it. Location unknown. Time to leg it. That bastard Crux will know something. The last target you popped? His pack's here.
Bruh. Like, obviously, this is like alpha footage, you know? Like, it was still in development. It was probably another 1.5 to 2 years out from being released. But look how much progress had been made. Like, the function is there. Working cover system and everything. Like, all they needed to do was just finish the game. It's really frustrating. Okay, here we go. Some parkour. Look at that. Parkour was really popular for a while there in the culture. Bruh, if Night Dive could get their hands on this game and just finish it. It looks like it's mostly done.
Damn it, Killian. Can't you use the door?
Oh, that's right. Your character's name is Killian.
Dragar. Yeah, I know where he is.
Forgot about that.
That addling piece of tail can't lock him.
Okay, and we got some options. Okay, so we're not paying the 800 credits then.
Got stupider, Killian. You want Dragar? Fine. But you owe me.
I wonder if they were going to give him a voice or if he was just going to remain a voiceless protagonist. Is this the Prey game we never got? Yeah, this is leaked footage from the Prey 2 game that we didn't get because it got canceled. Was that a
Crux on
jetpack?
the ground floor. Remember, we want Dragar alive.
Night Dive would be the ones to buy this and knock it out of the park. Assuming they actually do, and assuming they actually even can. Like, who knows how much of the original, like, progress is even still there. And even if they did finish it, the game that we would get from them would be a different game than the game that we were going to
Wanna buy
get.
some grenades, finest quality.
What a shame. Dude, tell me about it. I'm mourning right now. This is me mourning. This is the equivalent of like, looking at a coffin. Going to a tombstone and just mourning on what could have been. Got a Twi'lek. It's not Star Wars, obviously, but... I wonder if there was a design document for this game. Like, that's the thing. Like, a game like this could feasibly be finished correctly if there is a detailed enough design. Oh, I love it when games have that function, where they let you, like, grab people. I love that. This was like a game made for me. If somebody wants to ask what a game made for me looks like, it's this. This is exactly... If somebody was like, can you describe a game if it was made for you? It would end up sounding exactly like the footage you're seeing on screen. This is what it would look like. A game, like, made for me. Probably made sure it was permanently dead to avoid having to leak out and prove it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Somebody somewhere has to have the design document. And depending on how detailed the design document is... The snooze is about 2:30 a.m. Understood, Fallon. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I won't be streaming for that much longer anyway. Take care, brother. Yeah, we could have a Duke Nukem Forever 2001 restoration like on our hand. Okay, well that's already happening now. I think they have a release date or a speculated release date. Primary remake territory. The story outline design documents are probably out there. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if Night Dive could get their hands on the assets, great. But if they could get their hands on the design document and actually follow that to the letter, we would basically get it would be different still, but it would be close to a version. 1313, we have bad luck with bounty hunter games. Yeah, what's up with that? Why? I don't understand why. It's got to be some market testing thing. Like they do market tests and people are anxious. Like there's some study that says people are anxious about bounty hunters or in media or something. I don't know. So many bad decisions are made based on control group, focus group testing. Focus group testing has you want to talk about the enemy, genuine art has two major enemies. And they are on opposite sides of one another. Enemy number one are meddling producers. The people who have the money funding the project and try to get too involved. That's enemy number one. Enemy number two are focus testers who are just fools and don't know what a good thing is. Those two enemies together, either one or the other, is going to kill a project. But together, they can steal its soul. Want to be on your Boba Fett shit? Well, this game would let you do that. As would have 1313, that poor game. I like the double barrel shotgun that's clearly, like, not finished. Oh, I'm a sucker for a good futuristic train set piece. System Shock 3, Night Dive's first entirely new title. Or have they published a new game for? I think System Shock 3 will be their first new title. Is that entirely their own, or are they using an old design doc?
See what falls out.
And censorship. Censorship is the result of meddling executives or focus groups. Censorship is the result of one of those two aforementioned enemies. This game was farther along than 1330. Yes, much further along. Damn, that's cool. I wonder who did this music. I wonder if this is original music that was being composed.
For a night's work, Killian. You did good. Hang on. Incoming transmission. Wants a direct line. Looks a lot like Dragar, actually.
You gave my brother to the regime, and for what? For money? We had an agreement, son of a bitch. You're dead. Dead!
Killian, he's locked on you. Get out.
Cool. This is great. Even the writing's not bad. Okay, again, it was an alpha. Is that everything? Okay, that was the whole video. That looked great though. That looks so cool. You want Pandemic's Battlefront 3? Don't we all, man? That's another game that got canceled, bro. That's another game that got fucking canceled by some executive. Some foolhardy executive. What a shame. Alright, we got one more we're going to watch and react to. I put this one at the end because it's going to have John Williams' Star Wars music in it for sure. But we're going to... if I get copyright claimed, I can just go in and trim this reaction segment out of the live stream, and then it'll remonetize it. So that's not a big deal. So that's why I put it at the end. But this is Chapter 1 of Star Wars Heir to the Empire, the fan-made film. So Chapter 1 was originally released like 5 or 6 years ago, so it's going to be kind of rough. He's made the whole book. It's done. The project is finished. But because the more recent episodes were a lot more visceral Star Wars, don't get me started. Don't get me started on visceral Star Wars game. R.I.P. Yes, R.I.P. But because his later episodes were so much higher quality than his earlier episodes, he went back in and redid a bunch of the models and textures and everything to be higher quality. They're still not as good as the later episodes, from what I understand. I've only seen 1 or 2 of the episodes. But I've been waiting for him to start releasing the special edition episodes, which is the reworks, and now we're going to finally dive into it. So there's like 5 or 6 out right now. And tonight we're going to watch Chapter 1, which is only 6 minutes and 42 seconds. But this is... I've had my eyes on this guy for a while now, a couple of years at this point. But this is Star Wars Heir to the Empire, Chapter 1, Special Edition by Darth Angelus. If there is a credit scroll, I am going to fast forward through it. I'm just telling you. Okay, it seems like he clipped it. Alright, I'm already claimed. I'm going to have to go in and trim this whole segment. But it looks great. I'm pretty sure this is like one dude doing this and just hiring voice actors.
Captain Perian.
Blasted, Rook. What do you think you're doing?
I'm doing my
He should have asked the voice actors to re-record their lines, to be honest. It's a fan film, okay? It's a fan film. This was made a long time. This is not AI, by the way. This is all hand animation and motion capture.
But the scouts have returned from the Aurora Sky System. The Wing Commander will be ready for debriefing in a few minutes.
He could have...
Were they able to tap into the central library system?
They got at least a partial dump. I don't know yet if they're able to complete it. Apparently there is some attempted pursuit. The Wing Commander thinks he lost them, though.
No.
It looks great.
I don't believe he has.
I don't know if this is...
If the pursuers were from the rebellion.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if this is a
I've ordered
word-for-word
the Yellow Alert. Shall I
adaptation
get
of the book or not.
Not yet.
I think it probably is.
Tell me, Captain. Do you
Dante's
know
Inferno 2 would have been
anything
fire.
about her?
Yes, it would have been.
Nah, not very much.
You should make the time. Safa paintings. Note how the style changes right here.
Bridge to Grand Admiral Throne. Sir, we're under attack.
This is Throne. Go to Red Alert and tell me what we've got. Calmly, if possible.
Yes, sir.
We got any Thrawn fans out there?
Plus several wings of X-Wing fighters coming in on the scout ship's vector.
Run engines to full power. Prepare to make the jump to light speed.
Belay that jump order. TIE fighter crews to their stations. Activate deflector shields.
Admiral.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Same quality as most 40K fan films, which I don't mind. Yeah, it's great quality.
Let's see exactly what we're
This guy, I know he's currently preparing to
Order the nearest 3 sentry ships to
do
attack.
this same thing for the second book in the trilogy, Dark Force Rising, and I hope that he really invests in getting the voice actors better mics.
Excellent.
step
Although
up their
they keep sending
chops.
the ships back.
Shouldn't we signal the rest of the fleet? The Death's Head could be here in 20 minutes. Most of the others in less than an hour.
The last thing we want to do is bring in more of our ships, Captain.
The models look
After all,
fantastic.
There may be survivors, and we wouldn't want them
This
to
is
know
one dude, by
about
the
us.
way. Now, I know he has a lot of financial supporters, but
Bridge,
Disney,
I
what are
want
you
us
doing?
flat to the
This guy's
officer.
kicking your ass
Yes, sir. Sir?
with a box of
You don't
scraps,
have to understand
with a few patrons, a home computer, and a box of scraps. Definitely was until Disney took a hatchet to his intelligence. Yeah, and I just recently heard a rumor that Timothy Zahn tried to offer his services
I'm afraid I don't understand.
to Dave Filoni for Ahsoka Season 2 and was turned down
TIE fighter squadrons
because I guess they thought they could write Thrawn better than Timothy Zahn
directly away
could.
from the Chimera for 2 kilometers, then sweep around in open cluster formation.
They said let's get a much worse version of Grand Admiral Thrawn and not bring in the original writer.
Now, Captain,
Turning the ship gives the fighters some exit cover, but the rest is nothing but a classic Mark Sable closure maneuver. They're not going to fall for anything that simple.
on the contrary, not only will they fall for it, they'll be utterly destroyed by it. Watch, Captain, and learn.
Yeah, this is a classic Thrawn aspect. He studies culture's art and then learns enough about their culture to make tactical decisions based on that knowledge. Really interesting idea.
What Empire are they doing?
What in the Empire are they doing? That can't be an actual line from the
Against
book.
a Mark Sable.
It
To
might
more
be, but
precise, the only defense they are psychologically capable of attempting. See, there is an element commanding that force, and elements simply cannot handle the unstructured attack profile of a Mark Sable.
That sentry ship. You were able to tell from that those were Eloman ships?
Learn about art, Captain. When you understand the species art, you understand that species. Bridge, bring us to flank speed.
to be fair, you have to have a really high IQ to be able to understand the art of a culture and make tech. Just kidding. Yeah, this is super sick. It definitely shines in the space stuff, which I think Heir to the Empire has a lot of space stuff, so that's fine. Have I seen the TIE Fighter fan film? The animated one that took the dude like 6 years to do? I've seen it. It's really cool. It's a
Sounds
testament to
like the Imperial
passion,
Sky system is about
but it's not a really...
spare the manpower needed to
Australia versus Canada football soccer game is about to start. Well, make sure you study the Canadian art so you know the right maneuvers.
Bridge, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn. Set course for the planet Merca.
Merca, Admiral.
The first piece
You
of
adjust to
puzzle.
the voice acting really quickly,
creature
honestly.
indigenous
I'm not
to
even
the
noticing it anymore. I'm just
The
completely
second
investing in it.
piece lies on a world called Wayland.
May I ask what exactly this puzzle is?
Aye, the only puzzle worth solving, of course. The complete, total, and utter destruction of the rebellion.
Brilliant. 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 What'd you guys think? What's the consensus on the fan-made Star Wars? By the way, he's done. He's re-releasing the old episodes in the special edition, but you could technically go watch that entire adaptation. It's the whole book all the way through. But I'm watching it as the special edition episodes come out. There's 5 out right now. What do we think of Star Wars Heir to the Empire Chapter 1 by Darth Angelus? Any thoughts, everybody? It's probably going to be the last thing we react to tonight. Should you watch that? You can watch it, or you can just wait and watch it with me, because I'm going to be probably reacting to every episode on stream, probably every Friday night, honestly. So if you want to just tune in every Friday night and watch an episode with me, that's cool. You dig it? I also dig it. I've only seen chunks of it, but I'm really excited to go through every week and just watch an episode. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be really cool. I let him get several episodes ahead of me before I started doing this, but now I think this is a really cool thing to do on the channel. So it'll probably be how I end my Friday night streams. with an episode of Heir to the Empire. So you guys are the first tuning into it, and I'll probably post. I'm gonna clip the Friday night live streams into clips and probably put them on my second channel as well. So if you're not subscribed to my second channel, go subscribe to my second channel for clips, commentary, but mostly my vlogs. I do vlogs on there. Is there anything, before I shut down the stream, is there anything that you guys want me to react to next Friday? Any game trailers or fan films or anything like that? If there is, you can drop a comment here before I shut down the stream, or you can join the Discord and go drop it in the stream. What's it? It's there's a server for it. Reaction suggestions. Go drop it in the reaction suggestions channel in the Discord server. Either or. I have some work to do in the meantime, however. So probably in the next 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to go make myself some dinner because your boy is hungry. And I got to get this video done. I'm trying to release it on Wednesday, which I know is different. Normally I release on Sundays, but I'm trying to switch things up and release some videos on Sunday, some videos on Wednesday. It's a whole thing. I'll tell you later. All right. I think that will just about do it. 13 footage on a 10-hour loop? Absolutely, yeah. Feed the algorithm, do a Brawl Stars new content react. What's Brawl Stars? Let me look that up. I don't even know. A 2018 multiplayer video game developed by Supercell. I've never seen this in my entire life. I don't even know what this is. It's like a shooter. Oh no, this is like some kind of indie game. Predator Japanese fanfic. Predator Japanese fanfic. What's that? Let me drop it in my Discord chat so I know. Shitty mobile game aimed at kids. Well, no wonder I don't know what it is. Do you mean fan film? You have to be more specific if you want me to react to it. Oh, is it Predator Killer of Killers? Or is it Samurai Predator? Batman Dead End? So it's this Killer of Killers thing, right? Is this a full movie? Released June 6, 2025 on Hulu. That's a whole ass movie, brother. I can't do a reaction of an entire movie. Looks pretty cool though. All right, fellas. I think that's going to call it for the stream. I'll probably be streaming again really soon. It won't be a reaction stream. That's just, like, the commentary reaction streams are just for Friday nights. But I'll probably be streaming again on Monday or something. We'll do some more Goldfinger. We beat the Call of the Void mod, so that's done. But we'll be doing some Goldfinger coming up soon. Shitty gotcha. If you ever did, that would tune out. I think it's time, actually. I think it's time for Honkai Star Rail. I'm kidding. All right, guys. I'm going to head out and go get some work done. Let me tune in the music. I'm playing you out. I'm playing you out.